The difference between human intelligence and ape intelligence appears to me very significant, right? Like culture and science is not going to teach a present day ape to be a useful scientific contributor. Is that fair to say?
No, actually. That is, if
Okay.
if apes had culture, then they could have done science. That is, it was culture that made us be able
Yeah.
to do science. Culture
Okay,
is
what
the
do you need?
capacity for humans or whoever to attend to the behavior of others, figure out the relevant things to copy, and then actually successfully copy them. That is what culture is. And that's the thing that we have that apes don't.
I don't know, Robin. Have you ever heard the phrase monkey see, monkey do? It sounds like that fits your definition of monkeys having culture.
Culture
Okay,
is
what
the
do you need?
capacity for humans or whoever to attend to the behavior of others, figure out the relevant things to copy, and then actually successfully copy them. That is what culture is. And that's the thing that we have that apes don't.
This is pretty surprising. Robin thinks apes just need to be able to copy one another better, and then they'd get exponential economic growth the way humans have had. I don't get how apes that are really good at copying each other give you ape scientists. If you have an ape who can copy human physicists really well, can that ape invent the theory of relativity? I don't get why Robin is so hesitant to invoke the concept of doing general cognitive work, having a certain degree of general intelligence, doing optimization work on an arbitrary domain. There's obviously more to it than making apes better at copying. I gotta replay you what Robin said about culture for a third time before we move on.
Culture
Okay,
is
what
the
do you need?
capacity for humans or whoever to attend to the behavior of others, figure out the relevant things to copy, and then actually successfully copy them. That is what culture is. And that's the thing that we have that apes don't.
Okay, and do you think that in some sense most of the delta of effectiveness in going from the ape brain to the human brain is increased capacity to absorb culture? Do you feel like that's like the key dimension?
It's not clear that a brain 1/4 the size of a human brain couldn't have done it as well, but there were a number of particular features the brain had to have in order to be able to support culture, and that was the human superpower. Once you had that first set of features that could support culture, then we could use culture to collect lots and lots more features that enabled us to take off compared to the other animals.
Okay, it seems like I'm pointing out a mystery that I'm not sure if you agree, like the mystery of why natural selection cared so much to make the human head and brain as big as possible. Like, do you agree that there's something that calls out for explanation?
There's definitely like brains were valuable. So clearly at that point in evolution, clearly evolution was going, can I get a bigger brain here? That looks like a good deal. Let's figure out how I can get a bigger brain.
Yeah,
And it reached a limitation that says I just can't get a bigger brain. But clearly, plausibly, bigger brains would be valuable.
It sounds like you're saying, okay, you got culture. You don't need that much bigger of a brain for culture. We've got culture nailed down. So why do you think the brain kept trying to get bigger?
I mean, a standard social brain hypothesis is that, we had a complicated social world and there were large returns to more clever analysis of our social strategic situations. And that doesn't seem terribly wrong, but brains also probably let us use culture and take advantage of it more. So there's just lots of ways brains are good.
So this incredibly valuable thing Robin thinks big brains do is clever analysis of our social strategic situations. His words. Clever analysis? Is there anything else we might use clever analysis for besides our social strategic situations? Something that confers a fitness advantage? How about using clever analysis to design a better tool instead of just copying a tool you've already seen? This clever analysis power that you think potentially 3/4 of the human brain is for, why isn't that the key explanatory factor in human success? Why do you only want to say that culture is the key, as in the capacity to copy others well?